Wow. Here we go. Let's see if I can do it without. Probably not. Can't see it. Where's crap? Okay, so we're just going to have to do this. Fun, fun, fun. Can't see a darn thing this morning. But we're going to see who's going to join us. And we're going to do our best to see. We're live and we're building an audience for you. It says Facebook, and I see somebody's joined us. Don't know who yet, but we'll see how many people are going to show up this beautiful Saturday morning. And still snowing. Got to move my glasses today. Fun, fun, fun. So, to-do. Keep going. We're telling your followers to join your video. Well, I like that part. Love it when Facebook does that. Just kind of let you see who's going to show up. And Kashan, good morning. Hi, Angie. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Kashan, you certainly can. And I am delighted you are both here. So welcome, welcome. And there comes Miss Kathy. Good morning. And Kashan, I'm going to use Archangel Power Tarot cards for you, Kashan. I just had a feeling to go ahead and pull this for you right away. Of course, these are by Doreen and Radley. And we're just going to move my little keyboard here. Forgive me, I have to keep doing one of these for some reason. On the live feed, I feel like my chair is dropped. So I'm not quite sure why, but things are not like... I'm looking through the top part, and I need to be looking through the bottom part. Hi, Christina. You are so sweet. Thank you for sharing that. I assure you that it's not me. I'm a messenger. So thank you for that, though. It is truly appreciated. So let's kind of see what's going on for Kashan today. And we've got 5 people here with us so far, and it's just 1 minute past 9 o'clock. Rena, hi, and you want to know about relationships and success. Kathy, you'd love a message. You've been confused lately. Okay, let's see what we can do about all of those. And so, Kashan, I'm hearing to stop. So let's see what that is in reference to. I'm going to sit back a little bit so you guys can see how I do these. It's different than Doreen, different than Robert, certainly different than Radley does them. And so, Kashan, let's see. Oh, that one right there. I got told it was that one. Alrighty, let's see if there's any others here. Oh, and obviously that one flipped over, so got just told to stop. Sure, Angie, absolutely. Okay, so Miss Angie, I can almost, you got to cut that out with me, girlfriend. I can almost answer that one, but I'm going to do this reading first. Okay, so Kashan. Both of the cards that came up from you are from Archangel Michael. So if you are not working with Archangel Michael, I would highly recommend it. If you are working with him, then this is a time to bring him back into your life even stronger, because this is a really, really powerful message for you. So Kashan, this is your first card, and it is the 8 of Michael. So this is telling you that you can now be set free, and that you need to make a courageous choice about what to change in your situation. If you'll take a look, Archangel Michael is standing behind the woman who has burst through these gates into this beautiful, gorgeous garden. And if you look, let's see if I can get my fingers here. Well, it's opposite on the camera. Right here, she has left the shackles behind her, Kashan. But if you take a look down here, whoopsie, Monica, there you go. She still has her foot in the middle of this golden lasso, which means she basically has not stepped out completely of that feeling of being trapped. So you're not seeing things 100% clearly, Kashan. It is time to release yourself completely into this beautiful, glorious garden of love and of light and flowers and beauty. And it's like everything in your life will change if you just can move forward. So that's kind of where we are right there in reference to that. And then, Kashan, the next card that comes up tells me a lot. because you had the 8 of Michael. Now you're getting the 6 of Michael. And I want you to kind of take a look at this card here. Because as you can tell, oops, I love it when it's the opposite, guys. Michael is literally in his boat. He's not alone. Little dog's in the boat with him as well, right there. But he's coming out of the darkness. He's coming out of the storm, Kachan, and moving forward into, I love the backwards here, into the light. And it is the light at the end of a tunnel. So this is a time to breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans. And if part of those plans talks about or is kind of maybe looking to do a relocation for a job or for a home, or if you're getting ready to travel, Kachan, then this would also be the good time to move forward. So know that you are no longer trapped. You can absolutely move forward, and you can time now to speak your truths and kind of go forward with all of this, and that you are coming from the dark into the light, into this beautiful new phase of your life, Kachan. So I really do hope that that was helpful for you. I like it when I get 2 different Michael cards coming up in a reading. This tells me that you do have a lot of power and strength behind you by calling on Archangel Michael. So forgive me, guys. I can tell I'm going to get that tickle in my throat again here. Bear with me 1 second. We're going to do little sips of coffee. So let me scroll up and let's see who was after Kachan. Looks like question-wise would be Miss Rena. Want to know about relationship success. Relationship success. Wow. Okay. But I am going to use them. I heard sort of a yes and a no to use this deck, Miss Rena, but then I heard a definitive, yeah, use it. So I'm going to use it. So we're going to use the Romance, whoopsie, love this camera. We're going to use the Romance Angel deck. And I'm just going to say it at the beginning of this so I don't have to repeat it every time I do a read here. All of my decks are from Hay House. All of my decks are either by Doreen Virtue, I almost started to say Doreen Valentine. So they're either by Doreen by herself, or they are a combination of Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine having been the creators. There. Now, we've said that, and we can get that out of the way. Okay, so Miss Rena, let's find out about relationship success. Let's see what they have to say here. Okay, so Miss Rena, while the angels are kind of taking their time about letting the right card come up for you, I'm going to share with you what I'm feeling first. And what I'm feeling first is that there's a lot of baggage from a past relationship. There's still a lot of hurts that have not been resolved yet from, I don't want to say marriage, but it kind of feels like that. So I don't know if you were in a permanent relationship, Rena, with someone, but I really feel like there's still a lot of pain there. Like I'm wanting to like lower my shoulders and kind of hang my head a little bit based upon what had happened to you. So one of the first things I'm going to say, we're still waiting for this. Oh, well, there's one card. What we're going to be saying in reference to that, Miss Rena, is pick your shoulders back up again, girlfriend. You got this, and you need to start loving yourself again. You really do need to just start loving yourself and know that you are worthy of having the best relationship possible. Boy, somebody, whoops, okay, there's another card. And there's somebody that's actually around you now, but it would be what I would call not your type, but their heart is in the right place. Their soul is in the right place. They make you laugh when you're down. So I don't know if that's something that you can relate to right now, Miss Rena, but that's kind of what I'm hearing. It's like, kind of go for it. And, okay, they just told me to stop. So we'll just do the 2 cards. Might be a 2-card kind of day today. So let's go take a look at your first card. Okay. So the first card, it's ironic this one's coming up for you, Rena. This actually came up on my YouTube yesterday as well. So it's talking about religious factors, and this can mean a lot of different things. That the person that you were either involved with now or from the past, you weren't on the same path in regards to believing in a religious way. So I don't know if one was, like strong Catholic and the other was Jewish, or somebody was Presbyterian and the other was an atheist, but like exact opposites in a way of being raised, and it would cause a lot of conflict. So if that's part of what's you're going on, kind of take that portion and put it where it really belongs, because the most important part of your partner may not necessarily be the way they believe in religion unless they're forcing you to do something you don't believe in. But does the partner have other magnificent qualities, like are they trustworthy? Are they honest? Are they good to you? Do they love you? Do they uplift you? Do they strengthen you? Do they support you? Those things are equally as important, because we are all children of God and we really just need to be treated with love and respect. But if you're having somebody that's fighting with you about religion, it's really something that you want to determine, is this how you want to live your life? Let's take a look at the next card that came up for you. Okay, well that kind of fits in with what I was feeling. So Ms. Rena is saying keep an open mind. And keeping an open mind, the person that you want to be with, I don't like the word soulmate, because soulmate to me means like you have no choice in the matter, but we all have choices. But it says the person that let's change that. The person that you're looking for, the person that's going to be coming into your life, may not appear on the outside as your perfect partner. But they really are like the perfect person for you, because their qualities are amazing and wonderful. And I'm really feeling really strongly that this is around you right now, Rena. I'm feeling like this person is in your life, but you just need to open and keep an open mind and kind of take a look around, but also to get out of the house. I'm hearing get out of the house and get rid of that baggage from before. So once you can let go of the past hurts, and you can ask Archangel Michael to cut those cords for you and cut the cords of that which no longer serves you, and kind of move forward with all of that, I think you're going to be delightfully surprised. I'll leave it as surprise. I love this new vision here because they moved the video screen on me, so now I have to kind of lift my glasses up to read. So I apologize, guys. This is going to look a little bit weird today. But Miss Rena, I really hope that that helped you. Let's go take a look and see who was next. Miss Kathy. Been confused lately. Been confused lately. We don't want you to be confused, Miss Kathy. Where am I going? Really? Okay. Well, I listen to what I get told, so, we'll just go that way. So, Kathy, we're going to use this deck for you. Because when I read it again and said it out loud again, I heard the angels very clearly tell me she needs a straightforward answer. So let's find out what that straightforward answer is going to be. Interesting, Kathy. Confused lately. Okay, angels, we don't want Kathy confused. She has like a yes-no kind of decision to make. Interesting. I'm smiling because, Miss Angie, your angels are talking ahead of me here. But I'm going to do Kathy's reading first. It's quite funny. So, I know. So, Miss Kathy, we don't want you confused. And so, okay, they're telling me to take top 3 cards. Okay, very, very, very cool. I hope this is going to give you clarity, Miss Kathy, because it's a very definitive answer in a unique way. Because the first card, whatever decision that you're trying to do, whatever you're unsure of or confused about, it's telling you to reconsider, which I think is rather unique. So it's also telling me that you have an opportunity coming up that is really, excuse me, sort of going to put like the nail on the lid. It's like this, that's it, that's what I was waiting for. So I'm really hearing something very strong is coming up for you, Kathy, that this is an opportunity for you to suddenly have like the skies open up, you know, the sunshine pouring down and like angels singing in your ear going kind of opportunity. And it's going to fit in with the next card because it's also saying to listen to your intuition. So Kathy, they're telling me to give you a little bit of an exercise about this last one. And I don't know if it's something you already do, but I'm being told to guide you on this one. So what I want you to do for me to listen to your intuition is I'll even do it with you. I want you to kind of like get centered in your chair and literally like just kind of go like this. So you're bringing the energy to your heart. You're just literally bringing the energy to your heart. And then open your heart space. And literally you can keep your arms open. And then you can do your meditation and or your prayers and ask for the intuition to come in so that you have clarity about it. And when you do that, when you kind of like bring it back in, you literally almost feel like, oh gosh, it feels so good when you do it. You are literally bringing in that light and energy to hold it close to your heart. So when you're opening up your heart chakra, you're opening up all of the chakras as well. So it does start clearing your third eye, your ear chakras, and also your crown chakra. It'll give you that shivers, that little angel bumps, that little, oh, that felt so good kind of electrical shock kind of up and down your spine. And that way, when you hear the next thing in your ear, you'll know that you're on the right path. That should also clear out some of the confusion for you, Kathy, because we don't want you confused. And confusion usually comes from fear. So release the fear to God and know that they've got you covered. You know, God, Jesus, and the angels, they got you covered on all of this. So once you release that fear, and then you're no longer confused. Because confusion, yeah, it's on that lower negativity energy level, so I'm like, just kick it out of the way. Just, you know, when you open up and you bring in the good stuff, then take a deep breath. And I hope that helped. So Miss Angie, you know, I have to laugh because you have a guardian angel that anytime you're here shows up like, boom, instantaneously. So let's talk a minute. I have to laugh at her. I really do, because she's really quite funny. Because she's instantaneously telling me that you already know the answer to this one, and that she's been telling you this for the last 2 weeks or more. So, Miss Angie, I don't need to pull a card for you, darling. I don't. She's just sitting here chattering, going, why is she doubting what I'm telling her? So your guardian angel saying, move forward. You have the support, my dear. I mean, you're adorable. Christina, can I have a message on my financial issues? Financial issues. Christina. Yeah, of course. So, interesting. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to use the Power Tarot deck, Christina. And let's kind of take a look. Okay, so I'm going to start shuffling, but Christina, I have questions here. So I'm going to scroll this down so I can see the answers and kind of figure it out there a little bit. Good, Kathy, glad to hear that. So, Miss Christina, there we are. I know this is going to sound really weird, but if you've been watching me for any length of time, you'll know that I'm very blunt, very straightforward, and I just spit out what I hear. Christina, what I heard was that there was a check that you were waiting for, which means it doesn't have to be like a physical check in the mail, but there's like money that you were waiting for that hasn't come yet. And that's been causing a lot of anxiety. I don't know if that was a tax return or a refund or a sale of a property. Or like an estate. I just hear like, I wish that would hurry up and get here, but there's like people standing in the way of it, or legality standing in the way of it, or governments standing in the way of it. So Christina, I will tell you, whatever that is, it's coming relatively soon, because I keep hearing, don't worry, it's coming. And it's like, that's going to be that little extra bit of leverage that you need. Boy, I'm hearing lots of legal terms with you, Christina. So it's like it gives you the leverage and gives you that breathing space you need to move forward. That's unique. So almost don't even have to do the cards, because they're telling me very clearly that you're going to be okay. And that whatever, well, okay, that one, that's a start. Okay, well, and that one. And there's two right there. That's unique. Alrighty, so they just kind of slip right out of the deck. And let's find out, Christina. But whatever it is, I haven't looked yet. Whatever it is, it's going to work out okay, and it is going to take place for you. Let's put it that way. Love ya. Okay, so gotta love it when it happens. You cannot make this stuff up, right? So the very first card, Christina, is the card of justice. And it is Archangel Raguel. And it says, fight for justice and equality, rulings made in your favor, and don't give up. So I don't know if there is a court battle that's going on for you. I kept hearing government before, or something that was going on, or an estate, or something like that. But it's telling me that you're going to be okay, and don't allow the frustration of impatience to stand in your way of getting things done, Christina. Well, okay. This is a nice read for you, darling. The next one, these are both major arcana cards. So justice is a major arcana, so there's a major change, of course, but so is the Emperor. And the Emperor, I'm going to pull it up a little closer for you. There you go. It's talking about stability and efficiency, and taking charge of the situation, and to have ambitious plans in reference to it. But don't allow the emotions or the anxiety or the frustration to stand in your way. Well, okay, somebody needs you to be their rock. That's the phraseology that I'm hearing, Christina. You need to stand strong, and yes, I know it's not always the best way to be, because sometimes you just don't want to be strong. It'd be nice just to get a hug from somebody and say, yeah, you're going to be okay. But you really are. But this is your time right now to take charge. You're going to be okay. Again, God and Jesus and the angels have your back. Don't forget, rulings made in your favor. And so not to let the worry override. So let's take a look at the last card. Okay. Thanks for the hearts, guys. I appreciate that. So Miss Christina, ironically enough, this card came up this morning as well on my YouTube channel. And so what it's sharing with you is the Four of Ariel. And Ariel, as an archangel, talks about earthly matters, everything to do with our survival, meaning everything from our environment to recycling, to the roof over our head, the floor beneath our feet, our jobs, our careers, our plants inside our home. And by the way, you need to get some more. I just heard that. And that's why I hesitated there. They said, get some more plants in your house to detox the air in your home, Christina. Don't know if that makes any sense or why that has to do with financial issues, but they want you to detox your home and get some more plants in there as well. But I'm going to pull it up because the pink on white's kind of hard to read. So it says, when you give, you also receive. And that you've been resistant to change lately. And that can be like feeling out of your comfort zone, but you're going to be okay. and in extremes in how you save and or spend money. So right now, that's also telling me that with this worry about financial issues, you've been doing a really, really strict, very tight budget kind of thing, and that's okay. I totally get that. But know that you're going to be okay. Not a time to go extravagant, of course, but you're going to be okay, Christina. Rulings made in your favor. You know, our wonderful emperor, stability with efficiency, and that you're okay. So kind of keep an open mind with all of that. And again, like I say on every reading, you know, turn your fears, your worries, your concerns to God. Don't allow that lower energy to override your God-given intuition and your God-given blessings. But you are going to be okay, Christina. And so hope that helped. So Miss Mary, looks like you're next, my darling. And the first thing that I want to say to you is you have my strongest empathy. I know how difficult it is to lose a mother. Before I even reach for the cards, I will tell you that love never dies. And I'm hearing that you didn't get a chance to say what you thought was a proper goodbye. Let me share with you that she, first of all, is okay. That was one of your questions. She's no longer mad at you. I know that feels like another question. You've been carrying some guilt around. You need to let that go to her now. And, okay, I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm going to say it anyway. She's talking about her grandsons. Um, she's talking about her grandsons. Did they just recently, oh, that sounds okay. I'll just spit it out. Did they just recently do a recital or have like a little mini graduation? Something about passing something, like completing something. That's the word I'm looking for. So I'm going to scroll up so that if Mary's answering me, I'll know. Been out of touch for 50 years. Okay. But she's telling me that everything's okay. But she's talking about her grandsons and a completion of some kind that they just went through that she was there for it and she wanted you to know about that. But I'm also seeing little children, like 5 and 6 years old in your family. She's talking about them as well. So maybe that's great-grandsons, if that's a possibility. Okay. So, Miss Mary, let's kind of take a look. Oh, I forgot to tell you what I was using. Alrighty, so I'm using Talking to Heaven with Dorian Virtue and James Van Praagh. Okay, and once again, they're telling me to take the top cards. So 1, 2, 3, 3. Okay. So, Miss Mary, okay, so the first card that she's telling you is whatever did not happen here on Earth, that she's actually learning on the other side as to how to be, but also to be more accepting, if that makes any sense to you, Mary. I hope so. Great-grands, yes? Okay. So she's telling me that she's learning, like I feel like she was really, really harsh with you growing up right now. And what she's telling me, if the great-grandkids right now, if she had them, she would treat them totally different than the way that you were raised. But she learned from her mother. That's what I'm hearing, and she's not using that like an excuse. But she learned from her mother, and now she's learning by watching you on the differences of how you treated your kids and your grandkids as well. And she's learning that process, and she's literally like just blowing you kisses, and asking kind of for your forgiveness, Mary, as well. So, well, here you go. So, Miss Mary, your second card from your mom is I see all of your thoughts. And with that, she's also asking for your forgiveness as well. she's talking about, okay, that's weird. Um, she's talking about recipe card books. I don't know what card books are, so I don't know if you have like a box of cards or that they look like a little book, but they're like cards that you could actually take out right now. So she wants you to know that when you're in the kitchen, that there's something that you're looking for sometimes, or something that you wish you could make that you remember from a little kid. But I almost feel like that recipe is more so from her mother or your grandma that she wants you to kind of find. And it's card box, card book. Not quite sure what that is, but I'm almost seeing like a little leather box, and there's like little book, I don't know, little booklets in it. I don't know if that makes any sense, Mary. But she's asking again for your forgiveness with this, but also wants you to know that when you are at home, um, yeah, the anger's over, my darling. It really, really is for her. That anger was literally because you were living a life that she wanted but never could, so therefore she took it out and she really didn't know better. Because that whole learning process, okay, I am learning over here, is changed like completely. Because she also says that she was met by so many loving people, Mary. And I am seeing that this, what's the word I'm looking for? This tie, this cord, basically it passed on from generation to generation to generation. And it's like everybody had to learn that the way they were raised wasn't the best way. And I feel like you've been that example, Mary, to the family, that you broke that tie, that you didn't raise your kids the way you were raised. And it's like had this wonderful ripple effect into heaven for generations before you. So that there is all this love now, there's no more anger, there's no more bitterness. By the way, she's also saying something about her leg feels better. So don't know what that's about, but I will leave that out there for you. So, Mary, I hope that that does bring you closure, that you have been this shining beacon light into heaven to change the pattern. That's quite a read. I have like goosebumps, like from head to foot, head to foot, head to foot. And yeah, so find the closure with that, Mary. I mean, literally blow her a kiss and say the forgiveness because she's still asking for it. So yeah, I hope that that helps as well. Yeah, you did an awesome job, Mary, with your kids. And I'm like covered in chills right now. And you have sent this beautiful beacon of loving light to heaven. And this is going to, break the chain of what happened before you, and now your kids know the difference and your grandkids know the difference. And so that is the beautiful part and part of your legacy that you are leaving here on this earth. And that just continues for generations and generations to come. So I'm going to give you that, and I hope it does indeed give you closure, Miss Mary. So blessed be with that type of a reading. I love doing mediumship readings. I don't do them very often, but I am extremely grateful that you asked for this today. And I'm going to ask a really dumb question. Okay, because I feel a little dog nudging my knee. And nudging my knee to tell me, I don't know if you had a little dog that was in the neighborhood. I'm almost feeling like you weren't allowed to have them at home, but maybe somehow got in the house. But they're like nudging me to tell you, like when you used to wrap your arms around them, you would cry your tears into their fur so nobody would hear you, and that you're okay. Cute dog, long-haired, so I don't know what it is, but I'm going to give him a pet for you and a hug, and kind of send them on your way as well. Ooh, okay, so, um, let me kind of back up here just a little bit and see where we kind of left off. Goodness gracious, we've got a lot of them. Alrighty, so I'm going to try and see which ones the angels want me to do. We do have a lot of questions coming up, and we've got about a half hour left. Okay. So Akasha, you're actually next on this lovely list. I don't even need the cards for this one. Okay, I'm not sure where you live right now, Akasha, but I'm going to share with you that if you're coming to the Denver, Colorado area, I'm hearing yes and no and I don't know why. So I'm hearing yes and no. Know that this market, and I think that's why I'm hearing like the logic angels coming into my head here. So I'm going to get me out of the way here in just another minute, but Denver is an extremely expensive city. If you're looking to move to a different part of Colorado, that's something different. If you are in IT or international technology, internet technologies or anything like that to do with computers, this is a marvelous area. If you are anything into the healing modalities, this is a marvelous area. It is extremely expensive. It is now among the top 5, is one of the most expensive places to live. So I'm actually going to pull this. Angel Answer Oracle cards. Hi guys. Alrighty, so no, not Montana. Okay. Well, if you don't mind winter, I laughed because they told me Montana, and I went, no, not Montana. But that's why I said, well, if you don't mind winter. But depends on what it is that you're looking to do and if that's for career. Okay, stop. Really? Okay. So let's find out. Okay, so they told me to do that kind of shuffle, which I don't normally do with this card, and then to take the top one. Alrighty, so Akasha, they're telling you to look for a sign. So if you are seeing a lot of things that have, Colorado, the Rockies, the mountains, the CO words, Denver, if you're listening to the radio station and you hear John Denver songs come on, or you're hearing Rocky Mountain High, or anything at all, then this is your guide to do that. But if you're hearing something or you're seeing signs that are guiding you somewhere else, I don't know why I keep hearing Georgia. I don't know what that's about, Akasha. You might want to take a look at that as well. But kind of look for a sign that will guide you specifically to where you want to or where you should move. How's that? So they're asking me to tell you to open your heart and to also open your intuition, Akasha, and kind of ask the angels where you should be going and kind of go through that. Then I saw a message in here, though, and I want to kind of go find it again real quick. Bear with me here just one moment. Okay, so Christina, you're not expecting anything like that? Nothing really of that sort? Okay, so Christina, keep in mind that what I'm seeing and that whole thing about the finances and everything, that may be coming up here in the future for you. So kind of write it down and remember that, because when we were finishing up that reading, I did hear something about the month of May towards the end of it. So if you suddenly get a check in the mail from an estate you weren't expecting, or you end up needing to go to court about something, know that it is going to be ruling in your favor. So Christine, I know that right now that's not what you're seeing or feeling, but kind of keep that in mind for future reference and kind of write it down. And pay attention to that around the end of May, beginning of June. So I did want to readdress that for you. So let me go find where we left off, kind of thing. And Kachana, I'm so glad that that was helpful for you. Is there, hi sure, it looks like you are next. Is there please any solution or message in my about my problems? Interesting. Okay. Um, and Rena, you are more than welcome. Interesting. So sure, let's kind of take a look here. Any solution or message? Let me show you which ones I'm using. I'm using Doreen's Angel Therapy Oracle cards. Oh, I know this is going to sound a little weird, but I'm going to share it anyway because, you know, I'll just blurt it right out there. Sure, one of the things I'm hearing immediately, even before, because you can see I'm still like shuffling, is to get your chakras realigned. And that you actually need like a chakra clearing. I feel like there's something really sort of stuck, is what I'm hearing, right here in the gut, if you will. Yeah, so you kind of just really kind of need to get realigned in your chakras and go through a chakra clearing and cleansing. Yeah, because you are extremely intuitive, but you've been doubting it lately. And the angels are telling me that they don't want you to doubt it anymore. So I think that's kind of unique. So let's see what this is about. Okay, interesting. So they're telling me those three. I thought it was two. Alrighty, so Cher, this is for you. Whoopsie. That one leapt out of the box. Well, there you go. Alright, so your first card is the heart chakra, Cher. And I'm going to hold it up so you can read it as well. The answer that you seek is in your heart right now. You need to be open to giving and receiving love. So that's like what I'm feeling with the solar plexus and your heart chakra right here. That we need to get that cleansed and opened up again. So that is going to be part of the solution. Oh my goodness gracious. I love it when this happens in advance, guys, because the next one from the heart chakra is your solar plexus chakra, which is the very first one that I felt is your gut as well. And so it is, let me see if I can get it so you can read it. It is safe for you to be powerful and take charge of your life in positive ways. So sure, they're asking you to start trusting your own intuition and that you need to get the heart and the solar plexus chakra cleared. So that's kind of going to go that way. It's also telling me that you're also an indigo or have an indigo type personality around you. This person is a natural born leader. They're extremely intuitive. They're like very gifted, but almost distant, as though they don't want to bother with the normal things of life because they find it boring. This is a person that would want to be challenged by knowledge. They almost have a superiority feeling that they already know the answers that they're seeking. So if you have a child or a person around you like this one, you need to realize that that's just the way they are, and that indigos came to this time frame that we're in to help us move forward with so many things that are what the world calls progress. So right now the solution or message for you, Cher, basically is to clear your chakras first, and heart and solar, and you can also, if it, whoops, excuse me, which one is it there? It's this one already. And if this is describing yourself, that you need to listen to your natural born leadership and also start to take charge. But in order to do that, you need a little bit of the emotion factors with your chakras. So I hope that that helps as well. So, Alicia, hi. I just found your page recently. Welcome, welcome. I was hoping for a reading or any guidance you could give me. Well, welcome to my page. I'm delighted that you're here, Alicia. So let's kind of go take a peek. As soon as your name came up, I had an instantaneous pull to my Angel Tarot deck, which is kind of cool. Because I like using the Power Angel Tarot and kind of going that way. But let's see what this is for. I so wish that Facebook wouldn't have adjusted this because I have to keep doing one of these with my head. So guys, I'm sorry for this kind of crazy look that I have to do to see. This kind of sucks, to be honest with you. I need to get a pillow or something for this chair if they're going to be doing that. Alrighty, so reading from Miss Alicia. So, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Ooh, and legions of angels around us. What does Miss Alicia need to hear or know? Okay, got goosebumps, so that's time to stop. Okay, let's find out. Lost a couple people there. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying these readings, know that I do them every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Mountain Time, which is 11 o'clock Eastern, and of course 8 a.m. in the morning on the Pacific Coast. And on this page, I do have my website listed, so if you'd like a personal reading, you can always go over to the website and book some time with me. I do have a little bit of time still left in May. I've got about a week and a half or so in May still left to go ahead. And also come and join us on our YouTube channel if you've enjoyed any of the readings that you saw today or will watch in a replay here. Then always delighted to have those reviews and feedbacks. If you're hearing that crazy ding-a-ling-a-ling noise in the background, that's because emails are coming in and notifications are coming in. So I love it when that happens. It just kind of keeps on going ding, ding, ding while I'm talking. Alrighty, so Alicia, I'm being told that it is just a one-card read for you for today, so let's kind of find out what that's in reference to. Ooh, it's a nice card, too. So, Miss Alicia, this is your card, and it says Knight of Fire. The fire suit in this particular deck indicates things that give you passion, things that make you excited, things that keep you motivated, things that keep you moving forward. And so I want you to see that. And the knight is sitting on this gorgeous, wonderful steed, full armor and charging straight ahead. So it's talking about, let me get it turned for you there, a sudden event that needs immediate attention. And time is of the essence. And think things through carefully. So Alicia, obviously there's a big change coming up for you, something that you have to like take action on right away. So don't let your emotions ride your logic. So we want you to go full steam ahead. It's going to need your immediate attention. Don't procrastinate, but don't let worry and or concern stop you from making logical and wise decisions. So, you know, write down your plans. Always tell everybody, if you're unsure of something, first, of course, ask God and the angels to guide you. But if you're unsure of something, write it down so that you can look at it in paper and then step back and get rid of the emotion parts of that and kind of look at it from a different perspective so that you can make logical and wise decisions. And of course, you know, letting go and letting God and letting you hear what you're supposed to be doing. So Alicia, that is a heck of a card. I love the knights because they indicate action. So be self-assured. You know, you're going to feel a little bit kind of antsy through this, but it's okay. So just call in that confidence and that calm, get yourself grounded, and then full steam ahead. So Alicia, I hope that helped. That was fun. I like that reading, actually. So let me move my glasses again. I love this, crazy. So let's see who's next. So Nikki, I agree with you, but I'm also going to come to your statement here, darling, because you're sharing that you're feeling overwhelmed and stuck the last few days, trying to remember that this too shall pass, but it feels so draining. I do want to share with all of you. Now, I am not a big hoopla believer in astrological signs or scares or anything like that. But I do know for a fact that the moon pulls on us all as a Cancerian. It is like my best time is the full moon of the month. I'm like right there, rock on, we're okay. But in between all of this that we have so many planets in retrograde, we have Mercury in retrograde, we have all of these other planets in Mercury and all the other wonderful things in alignment that is like so off of the norm. This is also like a 1 year in 2017. So a lot of people are doing one of two things. They're either going like this or they're going like this. So my personal has been like this. It's been a steady up because I made some decisions and I really paid attention to what I was being guided to do. So in spite of Mercury in retrograde and the full moon and the planetary alignments and all that other stuff, I kept it going like this. But for those of you that are kind of not sure, what I want you to do, real simple, take a deep breath, center yourself, put it into prayer, and you are right. This too shall pass. Nikki, I know this is going to sound silly, but again, I talk straight. I'm feeling sugar stopping you. I don't know why, but they're telling me watch your sugar levels. I almost feel like this energetic kind of eating kind of thing to kind of sort of fill you up again and to kind of give you that, I'm okay, I need a sugar high, or I need, like tons of coffee. I'm feeling like you're taking something into your body that's not helping. And that it's like going on a sugar high and then crashing. So I don't know if that's the way you're feeling, that you're feeling so drained as well, but I feel like this spike and then crash, and that you're like giving, 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 but you're not bringing anything back. So highly recommend, if you can do it, if you can do an Epsom salt bath before you go to sleep. You want to detox all of that stuff out of you. You also want to kind of cut the cords from that which no longer serves you, but also to meditate and fill that hollow space. Because I'm feeling like you feel drained so much that this feels hollow. And just kind of visualize, well, let's do a visualization. You see God and Jesus and the angels, and they have this beautiful, wonderful ball of gorgeous, healing, loving light just shining straight down to your heart. And just kind of just let it fill up. So just kind of let that kind of fill you instead, and then you'll find the calm and the clarity. That was interesting, Miss Nikki. Let's see, let's kind of go a little bit further here and say hello to all these lovely people. It's so nice. I'm glad you guys are all here. Just kind of going through. So Gina wants the general read, darling. Absolutely. Let's kind of go. Miss Gina, I love general readings, darling. I do. But I'm told to be using something different for you today. And I'm kind of going, really? And they're going, yeah, really. So I have to go digging in my decks. I got 11 of them, so I got to go digging in my decks for that one. And that's why I kind of hesitated, because of course it was in the bottom of my my little grouping here. So Miss Gina, surprise, surprise. I don't use this deck very often, but I'm being told that it is perfect for what you want to know. So let's go see. So for those of you that couldn't tell, that was Healing with the Angels. There we go. So Miss Gina just wants a general reading, Lord. Now these cards do not like to shuffle like normal. This is one of Doreen's first, and you can tell there's no gilding of gold or silver on them. These cards are also a little bit thicker, so they don't like to shuffle like norm. But I did want to give them kind of like a little bit of a clearing from the last time that I used them. And that's all done. So now, Miss Gina, what type of general reading do we have for you, my dear? Interesting. Interesting, interesting. Okay. That was unique. Okay, that one. When I get those shutters, I pay attention to them. When I draw my own cards, I ask for guidance for the next card or whatever it might be. And when I get shivers, if I do electronic apps, when I get shivers, I know that that's the card to pick. So I just kind of found that unique because I was looking at a card and as it fell, and I thought at first, Gina, that that one was for you. And I got the shivers and I heard this, no, not that one. So that's why you kind of saw me do one of those. So let's see, there's two cards that fell so far, Gina. Yeah, and they told me to stop. Okay. So, Gina, general reading. Love it. Okay, let's see what we got. Ew, kind of like this one. So, Miss Gina, ta-da! Your very first card, darling, is New Love, which can mean such a variety of things, dear. So this can mean anything from a new romance or a renewed romance. So if you're in a relationship now, this can also be a good turning point. I'm hearing anniversary, celebration, birthday kind of thing right now, Gina, so I don't know if that's going to be part of this New Love send-off. Because you've got a lot of things going on right now, girlfriend, my goodness. Because I'm also hearing something about a new business and a new project and new family and new adventures, and it's like everything that you love is like suddenly starting to like get poured on you, almost to the point of being overwhelmed by it. So you've got a lot of things coming up here in the next, okay, they're being really adamant. They're saying 4 to 6 weeks in particular, but between now and the end of the year, there are some really wonderful new love changes coming at you. Also hearing, that's going to sound a little weird, but I'm going to say it anyway, like Miss Gina, like you want to do a makeover for yourself. I don't know if you've just done some like physical changes, if you've changed your hair color, or lost a lot of weight, or did something, but it's just like giving you this new self-confidence that you want to just exude out there. So, Gina, if that's happening to you right now, girlfriend, take advantage of that energy, would you please? The next card is to pay attention to your guardian angels. They are surrounding you and nudging you and kicking you just a little bit in the butt. And they are absolutely adorable. Really. I don't do guardian angel names. I don't. That's not something that I like tune into very often. But in this one, Miss Gina, they're telling me for you to say and ask for guardian angel Mary. Just ask for Mary to show up. And it is Marry. It's not like Mary, it's double R. So it's Mary to show up because she's sitting right here, right next to you saying, come on, girlfriend, oh, we got this. So, Gina, I hope that that makes sense. So, you got some really good new things happening in your life right now, and Mary wants to let you know that she's going to guide you right through them. So, that was unique. I kind of like that read. Excuse me. Alrighty. So, alrighty, looks like I've got, well, I really don't. So I don't have time for one more, boys and girls, but I do want to thank you for staying with me right now. It is just a couple minutes before 10 o'clock my time, but I will be back again next Saturday. I do want to thank you all, and I want to thank you so much because we are over the 900 mark as followers here on my Facebook page. It is sincerely appreciated. If you'd like a personal reading from me, please visit my website. It's houseofangelcardreadings.com. I have my ebook available for you on Amazon, $4.99. If you have Kindle Unlimited, you read it for free. If you enjoyed your readings today, I would sincerely appreciate a review. And I do want to thank all of you that came to join and watch and that are going to watch this later on. It has been my absolute pleasure to share this opportunity with you. Have a beautiful and a sanctified and a blessed day. Walk in peace, walk in confidence, and don't forget, turn your troubles over to God. Namaste.